Good afternoon. My name is Matt, and welcome to the channel. The reason for this video is why make YouTube over 40? And I've contemplated it for a little while now and come up with reasons for myself why I want to make videos at this point in my life. And so a little bit about myself, a little background. I have 4 children and 1 very new grandchild. And one of my whys is just leaving something behind. Leaving a little bit of myself, personality, stuff that the kids can go back and see and not have to try to remember everything. One of the things that spurred this in my life, this way of thinking, was I lost my father 5 years ago. And, when he passed away, that's it. I was left with things I could remember. And you think you can remember a lot of stuff, and then life continues to keep happening. Life is busy. We're all over the place with soccer these days. We're all over the place with work. And there's things that you just begin to fade. And it's a weird feeling, because sometimes it's almost hard to say if you remember his voice or not. And, so for me, I think this channel can be something that my kids and grandkids can always look back on and be like, oh, let me watch some old videos and just, remember some things. And, yeah, I mean, as you progress and you get older, you just life starts to be different. You start to think different. Sometimes you just want life to slow down a little bit. When I was younger, man, we were full speed all the time. Like, let's just go. And as you see, I'm filming this video surrounded by chickens. You can maybe see a little bit of the garden in the background. So really starting to focus towards the simpler part of life. Let's hop in the truck on a Saturday and go explore. See some things that we have never seen and make some core memories together. So that's a big reason. I want to film these adventures. I want the kids to always have this channel available to them to always look back on whenever they feel like it. And in the incoming videos and upcoming videos, they will be just as much a part of them as I, when we go on these adventures and we start to see some of the sights and just start to make some of these core memories. And then another one of my whys is, for making YouTube is, can we pad our financial, there's my daughter right there saying hello. Can we pad our financial status with YouTube and, with creating this channel? And that who knows, right? There's lots of creators out there that don't. but then there's a lot that do. So, just getting to a point where we can slow life down a little bit, enjoy more of what life has to offer, and not get caught up in the hustle and bustle of chasing the corporate ladder, chasing that type of success, because I've done it now. I ran my own business for many years, and then when I got tired of running that business, I sought out a trade and industry where the pay and the knowledge and the niche was small, but the pay was large. There's not many people in the world that do this profession. And in the process of learning the trade and working my way, towards mechanic status, I was presented an opportunity to go into supervision, and I was given the job, and have achieved, a six-figure salary. So by American standards, success, right? And it's great. And it's a great job. I love it. I love that industry. I love the uniqueness of it. I love, even in my business that I had, I was a taxidermist. And there was very few people that do that job. So that's always kind of intrigued me a little bit, to be able to do stuff that not a lot of people do or can do. So now I'm in supervision in the elevator industry, and it's given great financial means to be able to do things in life with the family that otherwise maybe I wouldn't have. And but it's still a job. What is my legacy gonna be? What am I going to leave behind for the kids? And I think YouTube can be part of that I leave behind. It's awkward sitting in front of a camera and just talking. But I feel like, a lot of times there are things that I want to say and I want to portray and help people with, and I'm not the guy that goes and hangs out and does a lot of talking. So it's, for me, this is a little awkward, different. And when you think YouTube, you just think, oh, that's a young person's platform. And the more that I get into YouTube, and the more that I watch videos, that I used to just consume a lot of hunting content, and I do a ton of hunting. I love it. It's a passion of mine, and I try to do it at a very high level. But in the last little bit, I've broken away from that genre, and watching videos on homesteading and slowing down life, and then remembering what my grandparents were doing as I was growing up, growing their own gardens, chickens, and canning their own vegetables and all of that. And I'm like, man, that'd be great skills and just a good family thing to start doing again, teaching my kids, because we do live in a world right now where not everything is certain. So to be able to teach my kids how to raise chickens and how to raise a garden and can their own vegetables, and we're gonna learn ourselves. You know, me and my wife we don't do that. We've never done it. But we're gonna give it a try. So this YouTube channel will have a variety of different videos and topics, and you know, we're gonna hop in the truck on the weekends and we're gonna go see sites that are right here in our backyards, that a lot of people don't even think of, that slow down to even know they exist. So, you know, if gardening and chickens and tractors and adventure is something that you want to watch more of, you know, like and subscribe. I'm going to do my best to post weekly. Life is busy. The kids are busy. Soccer schedules are insane right now. But life still happens here. So, you know, if I can get a moment and take the time to film a video, even if it's just coming out and tending to the garden, or taking care of the chickens, and, you know, seeing what direction that takes our life, I'll make videos on it. So, you know, thanks for watching. If you have any ideas of maybe stuff that you'd like to see in the videos, or if you have any questions of should I start a channel over 40, or what gave you the courage to do it, you know, feel free to comment and ask. And if you have any advice on raising chickens, gardens, all of that stuff, it's all new to us. So, you know, or if you have any sites, we're in Western New York. If you have any sites that are worth going and seeing, you know, we've spent a few summers up in the Thousand Islands, and that area is beautiful, and there's so much of New York that's hidden and you don't know about until you get there. So it's going to be all kinds of things on this channel that we're doing. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And if you want to see more content and kind of see where this adventure leads us, like and subscribe. Thank you.